everyone. Thank you. It's so great to be here today. My name is Trina Swanson. I was born and raised in Hermantown. And last year at this time, folks, I was in a job that I absolutely loved. I was working for U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, and I was able to both protect our border from those that wanted to commit bad acts against us, but help those most vulnerable and hold our values and welcome immigrants into our country. And it was a job that took me all over the world. I was able to represent our country in Germany and in Nairobi, Kenya. I ran our office in Minneapolis, and then I was in Washington, D.C. I was the Director of International Operations when DOGE came barreling in. Suddenly, overnight, I was not allowed to have a town hall like this with all my staff. I was banned from sending emails with policy, with guidance, because the administration didn't want it leaked. I had to ask permission to buy paper and pens. Literally, paper and pens, because why would you need those if you're running a government agency? And the last straw, folks, was when I was asked to look at a visa and see if I could do anything to push it along. Because immigration is okay when it's for them. It's not okay when it's for everyone else. And I come to find out that it was for a nanny of a DOGE member. And so I made the decision to keep my integrity. I left that job, a career that I loved, and I retired in September. And I was able to do that because it meant I got health care, because I had worked for the feds for 25 years. And we all know how critical health care is in this country. And here is why I am running to get Pete Stauber out of office in November. I watched my mom, folks, in 2018 have a stroke and be sitting in the hospital that she worked at as a nurse for 42 years and have them terminate her, which meant she lost her health care. So my parents, who worked their entire lives, worked their butts off, my dad as a carpenter and at the paper mill, my mom as a nurse in unions, blue collar, fighting to raise us, found themselves without health care in the wealthiest nation in the world without health care after working their whole lives. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get universal health care for the United States of America. We are going to lower prescription costs. We are going to cap life-saving drugs like insulin, which Pete Stauber voted against, by the way. We're going to tackle this affordability crisis. Education is the way out of poverty. We need to ensure that our kids can afford university or they can go to a trade school because we have the best trade schools in the country. We need to support our unions. Pete Stauber will tell you he supports unions. He doesn't support unions. He said nothing when President Trump terminated my union and my agency overnight. He said not a word. He's not supporting those project labor agreements. He's out there talking out both sides of his mouth. Here's what else we're going to do. We're going to protect the BWCA. We are not going to let mining in that watershed. We are not going to let Pete Stauber bring in a foreign nation and ship all of our minerals to China that we'll have to then beg to buy back under a tariff. We're going to push back against this illegal war. We cannot have an administration getting us into conflict. We have no allies anymore. We are putting our troops at risk. We are going to get out of this conflict. And finally, folks, I ask you to support me because it is bigger than any single issue. We are on a cliff. We need to fight for our democracy. I know you and I care about due process. We care about the Constitution. We care about upholding the law. We care about holding these corrupt politicians accountable for their acts every day where they're lining their pockets with millions of dollars while we have cuts on the backs of the middle class. So please, let's come together. Let's engage. I need you to be my voice. I would ask for your support as we move forward. I am the candidate that can hit the ground running in Congress. I have a team. We are ready to do this, and we are going to take Pete out of office in November.